everyone, and welcome to your weekly MTA plan work videos for the Queens Subways and Long Island Railroad for the weekend of Friday, August 24th, 2018, and lasting until Monday, August 27th, 2018. We have a lot to get into. Usual service changes. Of course, the last weekend before Labor Day weekend. So, this is how we'll close out the month of August for the service changes. Also, as many of you are noticing, no bad PowerPoint presentation this weekend, as I am using my real PowerPoint version, which is 2016. So I'm very happy about that. So you all can get a full screen presentation. So without further ado, let's get started. How's 7 looking? No plan work at all this weekend. That's a very good sign of relief. Partial M train service this weekend. Beginning 8:15 p.m. Friday, August 24th, M service will end early between Forest Hill, 71st Avenue, and Delonte Essex Street due to signal improvements. August 24th for the 27th, 9:30 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. No M trains will run due to station improvements between Broad Street and Metropolitan Avenue. Service will be provided by the J train, so if you need service between Middle Village and Bushwick this weekend, please remember to use the J train. I know it's complicated, but the J will be your friend this weekend. I have excellent news. I'm not going to get into it that in depth, but our train service in Queens will not be impacted this weekend. So if you need local service, best case scenario is to please just use the R train. The M will be running this weekend, but not on Friday night. So please just remember on Friday night to use the R train. That's where I'm going to end it on that point. E-trains! August 24th for the 27th, 11:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. We have eastbound Jamaica Center trains skipping 75th Avenue and Briarwood due to signal modernization. For service to those stations, take a westbound World Trade Center-bound train at Jamaica Van Wyck or Kew Gardens Union Turnpike. August 24th for the 27th, 11:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. We have Jamaica Center-bound E-trains running express from Queensboro Plaza to 71st Avenue due to signal modernization. For local service, please transfer at Queensboro Plaza for the R train or the M train. Whatever you can get, take it eastbound and it will get you there, because there will be no local service eastbound this weekend, but westbound there will be local service on the E. F train, what do we got over here? Due to electrical improvements, Jamaica 179th Street bound trains will run along the E line from West 4th Street to Jackson Heights Roosevelt Avenue. For service along the 6th Avenue line, northbound, please use the B or the M lines. There's an important reason. D trains will not run between 34th Street, Herald Square, and Atlantic Terminal due to track replacement. August 24th for 27th, 11:45 p.m. Friday to 5 a.m. Monday. We have Jamaica Center-bound F train skipping 75th Avenue, Briarwood, and Sutphin Boulevard due to signal modernization. For service to those stations, take a westbound train from Kew Gardens, Union Turnpike, or Parsons Boulevard. And lastly, on the PowerPoint this week, we will talk about the J train, because this is very important for people who use the J train from Jamaica Center. And of course, the Sutphin Boulevard stations. No J train service this weekend due to station improvements in Brooklyn. This will start August 24th at 9:30 p.m. and ending on 5 a.m. Monday, the 27th. These shuttle buses will be replacing J train service between Myrtle Avenue and Crescent Street due to station improvements. J service will run in 2 sections. One between Broad Street and Myrtle Avenue, and from the M to and from Metropolitan Avenue. So please remember that. Please remember, at Myrtle Avenue, J service will run north to Metropolitan Avenue, Middle Village. 2. between Crescent Street and Jamaica Center. So the good news is, you can get to Crescent Street, or stations east and west of that station. Well, not west of Crescent Street, but between Crescent and Jamaica Center. You will have service. But it will not run between Myrtle Avenue and Crescent Street due to station improvements. So free shuttle buses will make all J stops between Myrtle Avenue and Crescent Street. You can transfer between trains and shuttle buses at Myrtle Avenue and or Crescent Street. Alright, so that ends the PowerPoint for this week. Now we will go to the Long Island Railroad. Oh, one more thing. Transfer between AC and L trains and shuttle buses at Broadway Junction. I forgot to mention that. I was expecting to have the black screen, so that's where the PowerPoint ends. Thank goodness I put that point there. So now we will talk about the Long Island Railroad. So a little bit of familiarity, but I quickly want to tell everybody about the U.S. Open service. So pretty much from now until September 9th, you will have, of course, service available from the Billie Jean King Tennis Center. So from all the Long Island Railroad branches, you can use Woodside and then transfer to an eastbound Port Washington train. There is a timetable, of course, that's out. I'm urging everybody right now at Woodside, if you are going to be transferring or coming from Woodside, please prepare to use temporary platforms. I know I'm warning everybody about this now, so that way I don't have to make an epic rant, but please prepare for temporary platforms. I urge you, please subscribe to the email notification system and or check the Long Island Railroad's Twitter at LIRR. So that way you know what's going on. I'm warning you now, if you're going to be going to the tennis center, please prepare for temporary platforms at Woodside. Okay, so we got the double track project. The buses will be replacing trains between Ronkonkoma and Hicksville for one last weekend due to construction of the double track project. I wouldn't be surprised if they did this again next weekend, so if there is an update, I will keep you all posted on that. But it looks like at the moment, as I'm recording this, there will be no weekend work next weekend, which it would be completely inappropriate to do that because I mentioned earlier in the beginning, next weekend is Labor Day weekend, and you don't need people dealing with the stresses on a holiday weekend that there's no service. Alright, so let's continue. So you have the usual stuff. We'll go to double track project. Yeah, only single track trains running in both directions along the 18-mile stretch between Ronkonkoma and Farmingdale. This is just the need for expansion. No need to get into it. And of course you have looks like there is no Port Washington service impacted this weekend. So they only have the information about the double track project, so they're trying to complete it this week. But it looks like there will be no impacted PTC testing on the Port Washington branch this weekend due to, of course, the U.S. Tennis Center being open for the U.S. Open. So the Long Island Railroad figured we can't do any PTC work until September. So I'm going to assume most likely the weekend of September 15th will be the next time most likely there will be PTC testing on the Port Washington branch. So kudos to the Long Island Railroad for finally being considerate for one weekend, even though they normally do it on weekend morning, Saturday and Sundays. Looks like at the moment there is no PTC testing. So that's very good news. Very considerate. No need for it when you know people are going to be using the service on the Port Washington branch to get to the U.S. Tennis Center in Flushing for the U.S. Open. So once again, I'll reiterate the point. Last point. please prepare for temporary platforms at Woodside. I know the Long Island Railroad's not going to tell us about it, but please just plan ahead if you're going to be coming to and from Woodside using other branches. So, that's going to wrap it up for this week's Service Changes video. So, till the next one, everyone, take care.